3 celebrities died at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Hollywood last year under mysterious circumstances. All 3 were young, healthy, and scheduled for routine procedures. What the hospital staff discovered about their deaths will make you never trust celebrity medicine again. If you're squeamish about medical procedures, click away now, because what I'm about to tell you happened in the most expensive hospital in America, where the rich and famous go to disappear. My name is Jessica Martinez, and I was a surgical technician at Cedars-Sinai for 3 years. You know the place, Beverly Hills, where A-list actors get their facelifts and billionaires have their heart surgeries in luxury. Suites that look more like 5-star hotels than hospital rooms. But there's one floor they don't advertise. Floor 12, the VIP ward, where the ultra-elite go for experimental treatments. I thought I was getting promoted when they assigned me there. Higher pay, celebrity clients, complete confidentiality agreements. What I found instead was a medical horror show that would make Frankenstein jealous. And it all started with a patient they called Number 7. Number 7 arrived on a Tuesday night in February. No name, no medical records, just a wristband with that number. The strange thing, he looked exactly like a famous action star who had supposedly died in a car accident 6 months earlier. Not similar, identical. Dr. Kellerman, the head surgeon, called it reconstructive facial surgery. But when I prepped the patient for operation, I noticed something that made my blood freeze. Fresh surgical scars everywhere. This wasn't reconstruction. This was ... assembly. But that's not the worst part. The worst part was when Number 7 woke up during surgery and started screaming a name. Not his name. The name of the actor who had supposedly died. I'm not him. He kept screaming. I'm not him. Please stop making me look like him. Dr. Kellerman just increased the anesthesia and kept cutting. That night, I broke into the medical files. What I found in the basement archives will haunt me forever. Project Renaissance. A program started in 2018, funded by unnamed Hollywood executives and tech billionaires. The goal: perfect human replacement. They weren't just doing plastic surgery. They were creating living doubles of celebrities, politicians, and wealthy clients. People who looked identical, sounded identical, but had their original memories completely erased and replaced. The files contained photos of before and after transformations. Homeless people, desperate immigrants, terminally ill patients, all transformed into perfect copies of famous individuals. But here's the truly horrifying part. The original celebrities weren't dead. They were patients too. Kept sedated in a hidden sub-basement while their doubles lived their lives above ground. I found photos of dozens of A-list actors, musicians, and politicians unconscious, connected to life support, while their replacements attended award shows and political meetings. I tried to report it to the FBI, but my contact never returned my calls. That's when I realized how deep this conspiracy went. The next week, they transferred me to a special assignment, room 1247, the recovery ward for failed experiments. What I saw in that room, I still wake up screaming. Dozens of hospital beds, filled with people who looked like famous faces, but something had gone wrong in the process. Half-finished transformations. Faces that were almost recognizable but twisted, like looking at celebrities through a funhouse mirror. And they were all conscious, all trying to speak, but their vocal cords had been surgically altered to sound like someone else. They could only whisper the names of the people they'd been turned into. Help. Me. Wheezed someone who almost looked like a famous comedian. I was somebody else. I quit that night, drove straight to the airport, and flew to another state. But before I left Los Angeles, I did one last thing. I looked up the missing persons reports for the past 2 years. Thousands of people, homeless veterans, undocumented immigrants, runaway teens, all disappeared within a 50-mile radius of Cedars-Sinai. And every time a celebrity had a health scare or went to rehab, the disappearances spiked. That was 6 months ago. Last week, I saw my replacement on the news. She was receiving an award for innovative surgical techniques at Cedars-Sinai. But here's the thing. I recognized her face. She looked exactly like me. Next week, we investigate Cleveland Clinic, where patients are reporting that their surgeons aren't human. One nurse discovered that the night shift doctors have no reflections in mirrors. Subscribe now, because what we found in their basement morgue will change everything you think you know about modern medicine.